Show me a man that has thought that his life cannot change. And I will tell you a man who does not really understand the great deposits God has had in him. He may not know about his potential. There's nothing that is not repairable. Your life is repairable. Your home is repairable. Your future can be worked upon. Do you have some addiction? It is repairable. Everything has solution, especially for who has agreed that he has a challenge. If you do not think that you have a challenge, how do you provide a solution? How do you do that? My name is Christian Matthew. Hello. I want to remind you about feelings. Feelings. Well, you know, feelings is the thing of the mind. You may feel weak. Are you really weak? You might feel overweight. Are you really overweight? You might feel rejected. Are you really rejected? You might not feel loved. Does that mean you are not loved? Whatever you're feeling does not really determine who you are or what you are going through. Yes, that's what we call reality therapy. It's just talking about your feelings, your thoughts, and your behavior. There's just nothing you can do about your feelings. They are there. But you must make sure that your feelings do not affect your thoughts. Because if they do, they will definitely affect your behavior. I mean, if your feelings affect your thoughts, they will affect the way you act and the way you behave. I'm going to make you laugh a few occasions during this discussion. I have had people say, I mean, especially the couples, a man will say, I don't have feelings for her any longer. And the wife will say, no, I don't have any feelings for him again. And some good counselor will have told them, well, since you don't have feelings for each other, why don't you try to part ways so that we not harm each other? And if I had such a situation, as I've had a few ones that were referred, um, and I asked them in counseling a few questions, and they amazed me. The kind of argument there is. I mean, they vent the anger. Couples vent their anger. They throw tantrums. They get really angry. And these were the people that said they never had feelings for each other. They said, that reminds me of a time in my country where we had military juntas. I think there are about 7 or 9. I cannot remember how many they are that were in the ruling class, and one of them traveled overseas. As a touch grant, a journalist asked him, "Is it true that Nigerians answer questions with questions?" The man said, "Who told you that?" And the reporter proceeded with the second question. The man will not allow. He said, "No, I have not answered your first question. I have not answered. Let me answer. The man says, sir, but you have answered. Because has it not really answered? Is it true that Nigerians answer questions with questions? And you say, who told you that? You have just done it. You have answered question with a question just now. So, when you say you don't have feelings for each other, and you got to my office, you are throwing tantrums, foaming, hanging, feasting, and all that, you say, what a feeling. What a feeling. When we were younger, we were very radical, rascals. We will not allow our parents to know that we sustained some injury. And when they discovered, eventually, maybe we did not sleep at night, we cried all night after we had done so much of pretense, and they got us treated. I remember very well that pesticides were applied. They put it on the open wounds. The first time, nothing will happen. They put it there, they fasten it, and it might be the second or the third treatment that blood will goes out. It's at that time we start crying. Why? Because the wounds had opened. The previous times, the cells were dead. Dead to feelings, dead to anything. That was why we could not have the feelings of pains and all that. But the moment life had come back to the cells, it pained. That was the idea. I always remembered each time I have couples say that we don't have feelings for each other. And you got here, you are throwing tantrums, you are getting angry and abusive and all that. Then what are you fighting for? What? It's like you still have feelings for each other. It is repairable. I don't have fear when I hear people make a lot of noise and begin to throw tantrums and begin to cry, begin to curse and wail and do all that. It's part of counseling. I enjoy it. You know why? It gives me hope. It gives me hope that your relationship still has hope. Contrary to what other people will have interpreted it to mean. It's a shared misconstruction. The way I've understood it is there's so much of life now. That is why you yell at each other, you complain. I don't like the way he treats me. I don't like the way she treats me. She comes late. I don't care. I don't care. If you care, that is why you are bothered. Do you know when I get angry? The time I get angry is when a partner really does not have feeling for each other and someone is patching it. At that time I will tell you, when you try to wade into a situation and a wife is saying, I contributed 70% to this house, but I want to let go. I have nothing to do with him again. Let him go and go with all the properties. When this lady does not have where to lay her hand the next night, I say, no, let him just go. Let him just go. That is the time when your partner is bringing someone other than, parading ladies around or parading men, and you just look away because it's none of your business. That is the time I say that you do not have feelings for each other. Do you have feelings for that person? You have feelings. That is why you complain about him. That's why you complain about her. That's why you complain about how he or she dresses, or how he or she comports himself or herself with opposite sex. There's a hope. If you can see argue in your home, if you can see make noise in your home, excuse me, you have plenitude of hope. That is not to say that abuses, verbal abuse, financial abuse, emotional abuse, physical abuse, even sexual abuse is allowed. No. You don't mistreat someone and you think that person will still be himself or herself. When you abuse someone, you mistreat that person, you maltreat that person, you think that it will be business as usual? It can never be. But even abuses might not be the head of relationship. It is repairable. You can repair it. You can repair your thoughts. You can repair your behavior. You can repair how you treat your partner. You can appreciate that person. I know why everybody misbehaves. It's because we have not broken down years, especially years we are meant to be with each other. Peradventure, you're going to be together for 70 years. Possibly you got married around 20 something to 30 and you are now living 70 years together. Please break that 70 years into months, break into weeks, and break into days, break into hours and minutes. How many minutes are you going to spend together in 70 years? The time is short. Enjoy your life. Enjoy yourself. Manage it. Control it. When you see people that are loving all there, out there, that does not mean they do not have something they are grappling with. But the Lord had given us the grace to be able to bear. Don't ever think because somebody is laughing, somebody is smiling, and that he or she does not have something he's dealing with. No. Oftentimes, I draw attention of people to the grasses out there. They look greener? No. They're only greener outside of your gates. Fowls also sweat. When you get nearer, you know that it is not everything that glitters that is gold. We are entering the new year. If you do something repeatedly without changing, you're going to get the same answer. If you need a different answer, please do it differently. The way you relate to your partner, if you want to get better results, please relate differently. Learn, study, strive hard to make things work. There is nothing that is not repairable. Even your situation, even your relationship is repairable. You don't just say, well, I've got to allow it to go the way it's going. No. When you have headache, you take painkiller, isn't it? When you have problem with your body, you go to the clinic. When you have situation with your marriage, please, there are people that are trained to handle relationship issue. Go to them. They could fix it. They could cancel you. Don't say I will manage it. You might not be able to manage it. See, all things are yours. Everybody around you, the Lord has put there so that he or she could be of help to you. I never said that you might not pay when you go for counseling. I never said that. If you think that it is good enough for you, if you think that working in your relationship is important to you, then you spend on it. If you have issue with your sight, you go to ophthalmologist. You pay for it. Ophthalmologist is a doctor that treats your eye. So also somebody studied education. After he had obtained the certificate, he goes to teach. When you take your child to school, you must pay. Are you aware of that? Just like some people will go to theological school, and when they are employed, the church will pay them. If somebody studied education, either psychology or counseling, and he comes out and says, he's not just talking, he's talking, he paid school fees when he was in school, in the university. So when you need this advice, you got to pay. You pay. Just like when you visit your doctor. That person is a driver. He learned driving. He got his car. When you get into his car, do you pay? You pay. I'm only trying to explain the fact that when I said you go seek counseling, I never meant that you seek counsel and you think that it must be free because he's just talking, talk therapy. That person receives certificate to do whatever he does. And if you want quality counseling, go to qualified counselor. They will not talk about their opinion. They will discuss with you. They will help you. They will work with you how to solve the problem. There is nothing difficult that could not be handled. Do not just rely on your feelings. Feelings will mislead you. I feel that my husband is cheating. It's just a feeling. Somebody might even um, polish it. Say yes. I have the inkling, or some call it instinct. Yes, I have the instinct that my husband is cheating on me. Another, a wife might say, a husband might say, I have the feeling that she's cheating on me. Who tells you? Instinct or inkling? Who tells you? It's just your feelings. Sorry. Feelings is in the mind. If you have cognitive distortion, you might think your feelings are right. Then you might not be congruent. Please, don't rely on your feelings. Feelings might fail you. What will help you is being honest with yourself. Seek counsel. Pray to God about it if you're a Christian. Spirituality helps, not just on feelings. If you don't remember anything, please remember that there's a hope for you, hope for your relationship. The fact that you fight every day does not mean that you are dead. It means that you are jealous for each other. You still have something in that person, your partner, which you are jealously guiding. It means that you should fight again. Fight to have that thing, to have us. In the relationship. It means that you have hope. Don't just bury your hope. If you go elsewhere, you still find out that you have challenge there. And you now say, oh, this is worse than the first. But you cannot go back again. Why don't you try to sit down to work on it? It is workable. It is repairable. Your life is repairable. Your relationship is repairable. Your home is repairable. I have said that. And I'm saying that you have feelings for each other, even when you do not feel you have feelings. You still love each other deep within you. Out there, you see people, that does not mean they do not have challenge. They also have challenges, but it's like they work on it. Work on your relationship. It is good for you. Great mercy. God bless you.